What's up, Ricanistas? Welcome back to the channel. And welcome to the World Cup, man. The World Cup is here. As you can see, I've got my World Cup trophy. There we go. Right? Today is the start of the competition for this thing. Gas. I'm absolutely gas. I'm looking at the trophy thing, not the trophy, the flag presentation now. Yeah, it's all right. Also, I'm looking at it in Spanish. I gotta watch it in Spanish. But yeah, and I know how to pronounce some of these countries. I'm like, dang. But yeah, man, the World Cup's happening. They're doing the pomp and ceremony. But yeah, big up to the chat. Big up, Fraley said, "Let's go, broski, World Cup mode." Listen, World Cup, right? I'm looking for this. I'm gonna hold it like this, right? Big up to Tyson Mitchell. Bigging up Fraley. And big up to Godfrey. Say, may the best team win, Rican. I know you'll be back in Mexico. Yeah, man. I like Mexico. Mexico is my first team. But I just want to see a good game, right? Although, right, I didn't give a prediction. Big up Tyson Mitchell. I didn't give a prediction. I think it's gonna be 3-1 to Mexico. They're playing in the Estadio Azteca, bro. They're playing in the Mexican stadium, right? Like it's the Club America. It's man. South Africa is gonna have a tough time, right? They're basically playing at home. They're playing in front of the home crowd. They'll be up for it. The Mexicans are gassed. They got everything, man. It's gonna be great. I'm gassed now. I'm gassed. Listen, for this, I'm forgetting all the political stuff. Like 90 minutes, the game matters, right? None of the other stuff matters. But yeah. I'm disappointed. Our ballers ain't starting Apolis and Muffolking. Real attacking threat. And our coach went with a back five. I've never seen this before. Probably right in Mexico, man. But like I said, it's probably you're funny. My bad. He probably looked at Mexico being the home team, being here was probably kind of like, listen, we're probably going to suffer an onslaught to begin with. Let's try to wait it out and hope for the best. My World Cup trophy is falling apart, guys. I don't like that for me. Hold on. I'm gonna keep showing this all night. I just want y'all to know that I'm proud of this. My fingers are bleeding, but I'm so proud of this, really. It's a World Cup. Big up to the first lady. She said they better win. Yeah, they will make it the last. They will definitely make it. Listen, we've seen it though. Like you've seen it historic. It's not as bad. I don't think it's as bad in Mexico. But I know it's bad in Colombia. We've seen you lose a match in Colombia. You're gonna need a Secret Service, man, because they will get after you. So, yeah. Big up to DG too. Said big up, Rican. Big up to you, DG. Tyson said, Rican, you can just call me Tyson. Don't know why I put my full government there. Nothing to hide or fear. Yeah, I hear you. I just read out the whole thing, but I'll call you Tyson. Big up, Tyson. And Tyson bigging up DG. Right. Thank you guys for stopping by, hanging around. I appreciate it. We're gonna go through 25 minutes of. I try to do this as close to kickoff as possible to where I could actually talk to you guys. Because I know that we gotta wave the flags around. 80 people gotta sing. 3 people gotta have speeches. They gotta have a montage. You know, it's gonna be a lot of just everybody doing everything. So yeah, we just need to kind of wait it out, and then we'll probably see some good football. We should listen. Right, big up to Godfrey as well. Listen, it's a far cry. You know what, Godfrey? They were showing Shabalala when Shabalala scored in South Africa. South South Africa was like, bro, I followed the South African team for that World Cup. I wanted them to do well. I like the whole, you know what I'm saying? I liked it. I like the flair. You know, Peñar, Shabalala, like, this is symbolic. I was sad it didn't go further, but yeah, it's a far cry from that. I can't name anyone on the South African team, so my apologies. But listen, we're going for a nice, clean, exciting game. I don't want to see none of the stuff I've been watching with the Arsenal. I want to see, you know what I'm saying, some flair, some attacking. I would love to go to Mexico City, by the way. I've been to Mexico. I've been to Cancun. And Cancun was beautiful, but I'd like to go to Mexico City. Because I like the Mexican culture, man. I like it. How's everybody doing? It's 9-10 of you watching. Make sure you speak, man. This is an open community. If you can, drop something in the comments. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be here for a while. So, you know what I'm saying? If you're a silent listener, just say what's up. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. I'm here for you. DG Bigging Up Tyson. Fraley, what's up, man? Fraley. Listen, Fraley. I did something for you, and I want you to be around, right? Because I know you like Australia, and I wasn't going to do it. I wasn't going to do, because I don't want to watch the U.S. national team, but I will be covering USA. Is it USA versus Australia? I think it's USA versus Australia. I will be covering that match. I will be doing a watch along for it. Much to my better judgment. I'd like to see Australia. Don't want to see the U.S. But I'm a football channel, and it's at an appropriate time. So I said, F it. We're going to do it. So I will be putting up that stream later. We're going to watch the USA versus Australia. Yeah, here on Rican Futbol TV. But yeah. Big up Tyson. Godfrey said I had to bounce in a bit. Rican watching the game. My family. I'll be back at halftime. Listen, no problem, man. No problem. We'll be here. I'll be here. I'll probably take an interlude at halftime because your boy got to eat. You know what I'm saying? This machine don't feed itself. But yeah, man, I'll be around. Thank you for stopping by. And listen, I hope the watch along is good for you. I know how much it means to watch your team, you know, from your heritage, from your country play. I watch Puerto Rico. We don't win nothing, but I love watching them because that's my team. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. So big up to you, Godfrey, and I hope for the best game for you and your family. DG says Mexico to win. I believe, bro, they're playing in Mexico. Like, if it was in a neutral place, if they're playing in America, fine, but they're playing in Mexico. Also, the Mexico kits. I might have to cop one, bro. It looks like the 86 Mexico kit, but like a newer version. You guys know me. I'm a sucker for kits. But yeah, I've been trying. They on Classic Football, they dropped like the black one with the bird in the middle. And I wanted that, but they only had it in a medium. You know what I'm saying? They don't no space for these guns. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they didn't have them. But the teams are walking out. I might be behind you guys, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll be here. Yeah, we had some legend in 2010, but it's been our best performance squad in the last years. We've had a resurgent. We'll see. We'll see, guys. I hope it's a great game. I hope it's end-to-end stuff. And I'd like to see a couple goals, man. I want to see a couple goals. I'm gonna move my World Cup trophy in a bit, so that I can put this screen there, so that I can actually watch. Give me a second. Let me move this. I got a little desk, so I've got to like maximize my space on my little desk. There we go. I want to put my work. Listen. I am so wary of this thing breaking. Right. I wish I could have bought the glue to put it, but then I'd have to take it apart and put it back together. But I'm so wary of this thing breaking. I am so protective of this. But also, I showed you guys this, but this comes off. And there's a FIFA man. FIFA 26. That's me. That's your boy Puerto Rican holding the World Cup trophy. But it actually goes in the thing, bro, which I think is cool. but the teams are out. They've got the gigantic flags. But the more and more I see this Mexico kit, the more and more I want it. Big up to Fraley said Shabalala. I mean, he said this says Shabalala. He said Mad Stadium. Bro, the Mexicans, like I grew up watching Mexican football, like the actual Mexican league. Because when I grew up with Mexicans, so anytime you go to their house, anytime you go out to like the shops, the Liga MX is playing, you know what I'm saying? Like Club America, Guadalajara, Tijuana. What was the other one? Chivas. They was playing. So yeah. And Freddie said that World Cup trophy price will sell for big next few years. Yeah. I'm listening to the hymns. I wish I could put this side by side and just you watch it with me and we watch it together, but we got to do this because all the copyrights, everything copyright. Now they're doing this thing where the whole team stands in the center circle as a show of unity. You know, to forget everything else that's going on. Let's just stand in a circle and hold hands, and that'll fix everything. But positivity, it's a start. They have a lady singing the South African national anthem. She's kind of cute. Allegedly. Big up my guy Jack. He said, Viva Mexico. I ain't gonna lie, the South African jackets, though, that silver joint, that's cold. I like that. I'm mesmerized. Right now it's 8 o'clock. This joint was supposed to start at 8. They still singing. So this is what I tried to do. Big up, Jack. You know what thing I find funny too? We'll see it when we do Spain. Spain's national anthem doesn't have words. You guys know that? I think it's Spain. The national anthem doesn't have words. It's literally just a sound, which I think is kind of interesting. I'm mesmerized by the singing. Yep. Puma's UNAM, which is like United University something Nacimiento Mexico or something like that. So it's a national university. The university team, Puma's UNAM. Yeah, but yeah, they are. They're a Mexican team. I used to like Puma's kids, bro. What in the world? Look at this. You see this? My trophy don't want to stay together, everyone. This thing breaks. I'm just gonna put it in a bag and that's it. Although, bro, I'm gonna show you guys, right? This thing is like an actual like book, bro. It's thick. It's thick. Look at that. It had 543 steps. I had to go through 543 steps to build this thing. Right? It took me 4 sessions. And I meant to put the videos on there. I will put it on there later. But yeah. Freddie said super glue it. So Freddie, there's Lego glue, right? Somebody created Lego glue that sticks together, and the only time it comes apart is if you run it under warm water. Which I'd probably do that just to make sure. But I'd have to take it apart and do it over again. But yeah, I'd probably do that. But yeah, World Cup trophy. World Cup trophy. Puma kits are way too tight. They're not, but the ones in the World Cup are not that great either. This one, we went through them. You guys remember we went through them? They're not that amazing. Don't like Pumas because of Ramsey. Yeah. And Ramsey, bro. Bro, I remember when we used to wear Puma, bro. Giroud. You could see Giroud's like heartbeat, bro. That thing was so tight. Crazy. Yeah, I used it last series. You can't get it on any on the outside though. It'll ruin the piece. Oh, like if it hits like if it hits this bit, it'll mess it up. That's crazy. That's crazy. And Freda said don't like the Aussies away. I have to look at them. We'll look at them. We'll look at them in a bit. Maybe at halftime we'll look at it. I'm gonna start this, Freda, so we can look at it again because I can't remember what it looks like. She said it fit perfectly. I'm not gonna play with you, right? You're an extra. But yeah, look at the first lady. She in the chat. She'll probably pop in at something. I'm trying to convince the first lady to get on stream with me for the Haiti match, but I know she's gonna be over here snoring because it's 2 o'clock in the morning. But I'm doing it for the good of the channel and the good of the community. Fred said if you smudge it, your fingerprint will stay forever. You don't want that. You don't want that. It's orange top with green bottom. I mean, I kind of like orange and green, but it depends on the combination. Obviously, I'm a Hurricanes fan, so yeah. It's supposed to be the Aussie Sunrise. Puma. The one thing that I like that Arsenal did is they went away from Puma. I feel like their kit started to get worse. Adidas kits have been nice for the most part. Most of them have been nice. All right, so they're going through the lineups. Ronwin Williams, and for South Africa, Aubrey Modiba. Oh my God. Mbekazeli. Ime Okan, Nkosanathi Sibisi, Kuliso Modao, Taboho Mokoena, Shefelo Sitole, Jaden Adams, that's the only one I can say, Equam Rainers, and Lyle Foster up top for South Africa. I probably butchered that. My apologies. My apologies. I don't know if they're going to show Mexico. I might have missed it. But like I say, I got the. Might have missed Mexico. Actually, I can go back. Might be able to go back on my stream. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Big up to Sean. Big up. Thank you for stopping by. Mexico's lineup is Raul Rangel, Jesus Gallardo, Johan Vasquez, Cesar Montes, Israel Reyes, Eric Lira, Brian Gutierrez, Alvaro Fidalgo, Julian Quinones, Raul Jimenez, and Roberto Alvarado. Dang, bro. I mean, I know that they have what's his name? Ochoa. I like Ochoa, bro. All right. It's almost time for this. It's already started. There we go. The World Cup has started, everyone. Satola is a baller. Yeah, I've heard of him. But yes, everybody's playing for this. And hopefully this team behind me come with it. Or England. Ooh, or Haiti, but mostly Spain or Haiti. But yes, I'm going to put this away now. And we've begun. Big up to everyone in the chat as well. Thank you for sticking with me. Mexico on the ball. I think Mexico are going to have a lot of the ball. Big up, Fraley. Say I'm going to watch the game, my pops. Enjoy. Have a good time, Fraley. I hope it's a good one, man. Have a good time. And thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody that stopped by. Yeah, I think Mexico is going to have a lot of the ball. I think South Africa looks like they're going to try to soak up the pressure, kind of like us. All right, South Africa got the ball. Mexico with the press. Tyson said, be right back. People got to make a call. Big up, Tyson. South Africa got the ball. I feel like the first 5-10 minutes, they're going to be filling each other out. I don't feel like there's going to be much. Ooh, that was dangerous. Dangerous. South Africa's keeper almost passed it to Mexico. Big up, Sean. And it's a deep one. First foul, South Africa. It's Modiba. I think it's Alvarado that he fouls. Yeah, Modiba fouls Alvarado. So Mexico have a free kick in a danger area. Let's see if they go for goal. Big up, Sean. He said, after the Somali referee incident, I'm honestly over this World Cup. Just ashamed to be an American. Hence, I've always only ever rooted for my heritage team in Japan, Germany, and finally Norway. I hear you, Sean. That was a terrible free kick. Terrible free kick. I hear you, Sean. Listen, when it comes to America for me, right? I am ashamed of how we handled this. The World Cup is supposed to be apolitical, right? It's supposed to be, especially when we've had the World Cup in places like Qatar and Russia that were having political unrest, and we still had great competitions. There were no real issues. America has just taken it, and it's all at the whims of, oh my goodness. Raul Jimenez has a shot. He gets close. It's parried by South Africa's keeper. Outside the box, left foot. Bro. What a save. What a hit, though. He tried to catch it. All right, Mexico got the corner. Punched by South Africa. Mexico still got it. Across the box. South Africa trying to get it out. They're trying to get it out. Mexico won it back at the edge of the box. Oh, South Africa on the counter. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, South Africa got space. Oh, it's a terrible pass. It's a terrible pass. Foster. Oh, they had him on the break. Terrible pass. I feel like if South Africa is going to get something, they're going to have to hit Mexico on the counter, and they've got to be clinical. So I think Mexico is going to have Mexico at home. They're at the big stadium. I think they're going to have most of the ball. So it's one of those things whether Mexico is going to huff and puff and actually get something. But South Africa look like they're going to have their chance as well. And here they go again. Oh, Foster. Foster's passing, bro. Jeez. Foster's passion is, oh, goodness. He's all over the joint, bro. If Foster can get his passing together, I think South Africa could have had a couple clear chances. But that final ball is just letting them down, bro. That final ball is just letting them down. Mexico, of course, had the ball again. Back to this comment, though, right? So, Sean, I 100% agree. The reason I don't support the U.S. national team is, one, because I thought their players, I mean, Bob Bradley, Landon Donovan, when I'm watching Ronaldinho, you know what I'm saying, that they, you know, guys like Messi and Ronaldo, those guys don't excite me. So I just never got with it. As far as kind of who I support, you know, I'm kind of the same. I support Puerto Rico first. You guys see my Puerto Rico plaque all the time. I've got my Puerto Rico kit. But Puerto Rico is a small country, kind of like, you know, the Curaçaos of the world and the Cabo Verde. And, you know, they don't make it to competitions. They don't make it to big competition. And if they're in something like the Gold Cup, they usually don't make it far. So for me, you know, it's Puerto Rico, and then it was kind of who else? You know what I'm saying? I like Spain because I lived in Spain for 2 years. Me and my wife lived in Spain for 2 years. And that's where I fell in love with club football. I started watching Sevilla. I started watching Spain. And yeah, then, you know, I supported England because I live here. You know, I've lived here for 8 years, so I support England. But my support for England has been less and less with what I see going on, because honestly, I feel like they're doing similar things to the U.S. and as far as the prejudice and racismo, and I don't like that. So my kind of support for the England national team has waned a little bit, especially after the Euros, and how every time England lose, it's never the English players. It's always the immigrants. So yeah, that's it for me. It's gonna be everywhere, man. There's always gonna be some form of you know, racism, you know, classism, prejudice. Like, it's always gonna be something. But like I said, I want to enjoy the World Cup for the game. I want to enjoy the World Cup from the game. And it's really hard this World Cup. Oh, Mexico win the ball back. Mexico on the goal. Let's go, Mexico. Oh, a mistake by South Africa. A mistake by South Africa. And there's a goal. Goal. Golazo, really. He takes it. South Africa dilly-dallying on the ball. It was one back. Great win back. Balita and Quinones. Oh, he megs the keeper. Yeah, no man's land. No man's land. Big up my guy, Jack. He said, let's go. Yeah, Mexico. If you're South Africa, that's something you can't do that. You can't dilly-dally on the ball. You have to be more sure. But I think Mexico smelled. Oh, South Africa. Nope. He's got to be off. He's got to be off. Yeah. So, come on, Raul. But yeah, if you're gonna be South Africa, Mexico gonna have a lot of the ball. You've got to take your chances, and you can't play on the ball, man. You can't. I want this Mexico kid. The more that I see it, the more that I want it. Ooh, that is a foul, my friend. He stood on him. So Mexico 1-0, 10 minutes in. And we'll see. Let me have a look-sees. Hugo Bruce, Director Técnico. I am watching it in Spanish because I like to practice my Spanish. That's what we're doing. So I like listening to it in Spanish. So I will listen to the whole World Cup in Spanish. And then maybe the next World Cup, or maybe like the Euros or the Gold Cup, I'll do a little bit of Spanish commentary. I'm trying to work to be better. Mexico has the ball. South Africa trying to press. I feel like you gotta conserve your energy, South Africa. It's gonna be a long night, my friends. Mexico on it again. Raul keeps the ball in. Side of the esquina. So corner. Corner whipped in. Keeper collects. Bro, it's funny because the commentator calling him by his name, like Raul Alonso Jimenez. Like they like to call the full name. All right, South Africa got the ball. They've got to do something. They got to do. Oh no, that's not a good pass. What South Africa needs to not do is panic. Right? They need to not panic. Right? Because if you panic, that's when you start making mistakes. You just need to be calm, hold on to the ball, relax, right? Mexico will give you opportunities. You'll get an opportunity. You just got to take your opportunity. Mexico on attack again. They're playing volleyball. And it goes back to the keeper. Nope. Big up to the chat. Big up to everyone in the chat. South Africa with the ball over the top. Nope. I think South Africa is going to try to hit a quick one over the top. I think that's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to try to hit a quick one over the top. It just needed to be a little bit to the left. I'm so glad international football is back, bro. I'm so glad international. I love international football. That's how I started watching the game. I love international football. I love the World Cup. I love this competition. Like if it was any other competition, like I probably wouldn't bother getting, you know what I'm saying, the Lego or having to get kits. But because it's the World Cup, bro, oh my gosh. He just nutmegs the keeper, bro. Quinones. Just nutmegs the keeper. I wonder, like, how my friends are doing, bro. Like my Mexican friends from back home. I bet you they're gas. They love their football team, bro. Mexicans love their football team. Gutierrez. All right, South Africa with the ball. They got a little bit of space. To the right side. Mexico are they're just stout. They're stout. They're kind of like us to get back into shape. And South Africa going to try to break them down. It's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy. Yeah. Foul by South Africa. And a yellow card comes out. That's not what you want. First yellow card. 16 and a half minutes gone for Teboho Mokoena. So Mokoena, yeah, bro. That is a foul, my friend. And South Africa have to be careful. South Africa have to be careful that they don't allow themselves to be goaded into, because they go down a man, I think it's over. They go like South Africa go down a man, I think it's long, bro. So I think they just need to be calm. Right? They can frustrate, they can frustrate Mexico, try to keep them out, and then maybe try to make a go. Mexico, they're just gonna have a lot, man. You're up against. Yeah, that pass isn't on. You're up against the home team with their home crowd. Like, it's always gonna be tough for them. But they can't allow themselves to be kind of suckered in to giving away cheap fouls, giving away opportunities, and making silly decisions. Like, they have to stay strong. Stay strong, South Africa. Stay strong. South Africa's going long. Like, right now, to me, it seems like South Africa's trying everything. They can't get past Mexico. And Mexico just saucing. They seem, oh man, it's good, some good passing. Oh, Quinones with a turn. Quinones, oh, he tried to go for a second. He tried to go for a brace. Right foot outside. Ooh, he's not. Ooh, it don't look like he was that far away. Ooh, not that far away. Probably. Hey, my guy Ochoa. I like Ochoa, bro. That's what I grew up watching. Mexico Ochoa. That guy was everywhere. Yeah. Now South Africa finding it hard to get out. Mexico commit the foul. South Africa on the ball again. Ciudad de Mexico. $20 minutes in, it's not bad, man. It's not bad. I think they're just nervous. I think that both teams, all right, South Africa moving. Oh, South Africa's final pass, right? They do well in the midfield. They get to the final third, and that last pass, you can't do that. You can't do that. I think South Africa now are getting frustrated. They're getting frustrated, and you're gonna be frustrated, right? Mexico are playing at home. Like they're ready. You cannot give away stupid fouls. Giving away stupid fouls, getting a man sent off, getting carded, right? And that's what the ref is. Just calm down. Just calm down a little bit, bro. You can't give away silly fouls. If you want to stay in the game, if you want to be here near the end, you got to be smart, man. You got to be smart. Just wait out the storm. You'll have your opportunities, like there. And Mexico go moving again to go on an attack. Ball in. Foster with the ball. Hey, Roberto Carlos. Pretty sure it's for Valdo as well. That's real royalty, bro. Big up to everybody in the chat. Thank you for sticking with me. And if you haven't already, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Or just subscribe. Oh, no, Mexico. All right, the keeper comes out. He's in no man. Oh, the final balls is not good. They're giving you opportunities, bro. Relax. Like South Africa getting chances. Their final. Oh, yellow card. Yellow card for Jimenez. No, Gutierrez. Brian Gutierrez gets a yellow card for a foul on South Africa. I don't think he touched him. I think he got carded for nothing. I don't think he touched him. I'm not sure that was a foul. I'm not sure that was a foul. But South Africa have a chance from the right flank. Free kick. This might be one of their best opportunities to actually get something against Mexico. Free kick. Arsenal FC. Let's see what they give you. All the South African players in the box. Ball goes in. Headed away. South Africa still on it. Ball goes in again. And Mexico come away with it. Yeah, it feels like a wasted opportunity. Feels like a wasted opportunity. And now we have a hydration break. Pausa de hidración. So what, they do a hydration break at 25? 24? So what's up? What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? We take our first hydration break. I will as well. I've been waffling with my giant. I gotta drink water. I gotta stay hydrated, everyone. How's everybody doing? Talk to me. How's everybody feeling about the game? Like, those of you who are watching it, I mean, all of you should be watching it, but those of you watching it, how do you feel about it? Like, is that what you expected? Is that first 25 minutes what you expected of this game? Great goal. Nutmeg's the keeper. He's out of there. I mean, you kind of blame the keeper because he got megged, But I blame the fact that they were dilly-dallying on the ball and they weren't sure. And Mexico, Mexico just bodied them, bro. They just bodied them. So still in the hydration break. Mexico have looked good. South Africa had the South Africa's final ball, man. The thing that has let them down is the final ball. The final ball could have been so much better. I feel like they could have gotten more chances. And Mexico got a chance and they took it. So it's gonna be a game for South Africa of just taking the chance they got. And big up Godfrey said we keep rushing the final ball. It's horrendous. Yes, that's exactly what I just said. Right? The midfield has got you in the good positions, and then that final ball is just nowhere near where it should be. Right? And I think it's just nerves. Like I said, you're in enemy territory. You're at their pretty much national stadium. You know, their fans are in the crowd. You're in hostile area. You just need to calm down. Don't give away stupid fouls, right? And take the chances. Relax. The game will be there for South Africa. The chances will make themselves available. But you just have to be calm. Be calm with it. And I agree 100%, Godfrey. They are nervous. So would we be. I'd be nervous if I was in the World Cup representing my country. So, but South Africa will have their chances. I think Mexico will give them an opportunity. South Africa on the ball again. Guadalajara. I used to want to go to Guadalajara when I was a kid. I just like the way it sounds, Guadalajara. Ball over the top for South Africa. Calm. Just be calm. You got space. One thing I will say, Mexico do get back in shape very well. Right? When they lose the ball, it's like Arsenal. Like they get back in shape and now they're winning it. Mexico on attack again. Quiñones with the ball. Gallardo. Quiñones with the ball again. Fidalgo. Quiñones passes back to the fullbacks. I mean, the center back, sorry. And they just kind of recycle it. This Quiñones guy has been good, man. He's been on it. So possession, Mexico has had 56. South Africa 38. Mexico on attack again. Mexico in the box. Mexico with a shot. It gets blocked. South Africa get the ball out. Back to Mexico's keeper. Listen. You cannot let Mexico ping in the box, man. They will have a shot. And for some reason, Raul Jimenez turns into a beast when he plays for Mexico. It's been a little bit nervy, but it's the first match. Oh, South Africa almost get caught. Come on, relax. One thing South Africa cannot afford to do is play with the ball. Big up Godfrey said we need to go back to our back four and make the attacking changes in the second half. We aren't used to the system. I don't know why managers do that, man. Like, trust your players to play in the system they're used to. Yes, you might concede a little bit of possession, but you conceded possession now. You've already conceded a goal. Playing a formation you're not used to. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. He's trying to choke up the pressure. Like I said before, he's South Africa are in a hostile ground. They're trying to hold on until they can make changes. But yeah, oh gosh, the final pass is just it. The final pass is letting them down. They're getting in near the final third, and then the incisive pass isn't coming. They just give it right back to Mexico. And Mexico's, I don't know what Mexico just did. I was just about to big them up. Mexico are good at getting the ball to the forwards and allowing them to run. And Big Up Tyson said, back, hit the likes, people. Yes, please do. South Africa playing out from the back. They're going to find it hard now. They're going to find it hard to break Mexico. Mexico seems to be in shape. Every time they lose the ball, they're getting back in shape. South Africa over the top. They got the right winger. And he's off. Oh, yeah. Ooh. I think he was just off. I think he looked down the line, he was just off. Modiba was just offside. Big up to Tyson. It's a nervy game, but it's what I expected. It's what I expected for the first game. I did not expect it to be, free-flowing football. It's exciting, but I didn't I expected nerves. I think the second half will be much better, in my opinion. I think once the nerves go out of there, they say, all right, we know what we're playing. Now, I think we'll see something in the second half. And like Godfrey said, I'd like to see South Africa play their natural system. Let's see what we have, man. I don't. Oh, South Africa had a ball. Yeah, South Africa is finding it. They're finding it. Oh, what a pass. All right, they're in. They're in. Good final ball. Oh, no. It goes into Foster. Foster goes out, and he just over kicks it, man. He kicks it right out of touch. Hey, Carles Puyo. Silva. Sure. Pretty sure it's David Silva, if I'm not mistaken. All the Silvas. David. Bernardo. Mexico back on the attack again. Derecha. To the right. Oh, Fidalgo. Jimenez. Throw in. Godfrey said, how this guy plays in Europe is beyond me. Loud Foster. Bro, that's an easy pass. I don't understand how you kick that out of play, bro. It's an easy pass. Mexico. Quinones. Across the box. Saved by the keeper. Oh. Didn't Raul Jimenez sign for Wolves again? Didn't he re-sign Wolves? Oh, yeah. I think he re-signed Wolves. I think that's good for them. I think he'll get them right back up. Anyway, he's 35 now. Playing for Wolves in Birmingham. Yeah, I think it'll be all right. Or Wolverhampton. Near Birmingham. In the Midlands. Exactly. So the commentator saying tranquilo, paciencia, bro, just be calm and patient. Calm and patient, bro. That's all you need. You just need to be patient, right? You can't get everything now. Just relax. Relax. You will have your chances. Mexico will have most of the possession though. South Africa with the press goes right back to Mexico. Oh, mistake. Sitole. He's been kind of quiet, Sitole. South Africa with the ball in the box. Header. Off target. It's a shot. It's close. It's in the area. Yeah, I feel like he's got to. Foster's got to get that on target. It's nowhere close. That's a good save by the keeper when it goes across the box. Big up to everybody in the chat. Thank you so much. I keep saying thank you because I appreciate you guys sticking with me. You guys are the best. I love my community. My Ricanistas. South Africa. Yeah. I just, bro, if I'm the South Africa manager, I gotta go in there at halftime and say, bro, just calm down. Just breathe. Breathe. You guys are still in the game. South Africa is still in the game. Right? Mexico had most of the ball, but they haven't really done much with it. Right? Besides the one goal. So just breathe. You will have your opportunities. I'm trying to be balanced, right? I'm trying to be balanced because we all know who I want to win. But you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be a balance on Rican Futbol TV. It's about the love of the game. Falta. Another foul on Lira. Like I said, South Africa have to be careful. Godfrey said it's backfired. He's going to Ben. We can't create the. You can't, bro. As much as it pains, you guys look like in the creative part. You look like Arsenal, bro. It looks like you're trying and just nothing coming off. Like I don't understand why you change your. I get why you might try to go defensive, you know, in this hostile territory, but he's the manager sacrificed all your creativity, and then you're getting the chances, and your midfielders and your forwards just aren't connecting. You pressing real well. Yeah, Godfrey, it just he stepped on the South African, bro. Stop with the shenanigans. Stop with the shenanigans. That's one thing I don't like. Now, Godfrey, you say our creative players on the bench. Do you think that maybe the manager is hoping that he can wait Mexico out, weather the storm, maybe get a goal, keep it even, and then bring them on? You think maybe he's trying to basically do the football rope-a-dope? Wait them out, put the creators on, and then go with them. Maybe that was the game plan. You're doing well. You're keeping within, the striking distance, but I know it's got to be exhausting because they're running after Mexico. Mexico just bopping the ball around. And Godfrey agreed. Yeah, that's what I'm also thinking. I think he's just waiting them out, man. Which, if that's the game plan, oh, what a save! What a save! Listen, Williams is keeping you in there because, oh, Raul's off though. He's off. But what a save though! What a save! Williams is keeping you in there. If this is the plan, Godfrey, if the plan is to absorb and then come back in the second half, it's going to plan. You didn't want the goal, but you're not allowing anything else. As I say that, Mexico on attack again. You know, just hits the post. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Quinones hits the post again. Hits the post. Sorry, not again. He comes close. Listen, Quinones has been cooking. He's been cooking. Oh, that's supposed to be a goal. I think it's covered. I think the keeper's got it. Because he's going near post, but squeaky bum time. Squeaky bum time. Mexico had the ball. South Africa have it back. Listen, like I said, the game plan is to keep it close and come at them in the second half. South Africa had the ball. Their passing looks a little bit better. Ball in the box. It looks like the South Africa corner. All right, now you got something. Godfrey said Williams is very good. Hopefully, he gets moved to Europe. Yeah. Hey, listen, he got Meg for the goal, but he's come back and he's kept his head up, and that's what you want to see in the goalkeeper. Like, mistakes happen, you let in goals. How do you respond to that? He's responded very well. He's kept you in it. All right, he's kept you in it. So now let's see if South Africa can get. They go short into the box. Oh, that was a long range shot. Ambitious. I think he sees it all the way though. Ooh, he hit the corner. Good. But goalkeeper sees it all the way. 44 and a half minutes gone. I wonder how much they'll add on for the water break. He scored a few bangers from range, our center back that wears 14. Williams comes out and sweeps. Listen, Williams has he's made a good account of himself after giving up that goal. He's made a really good account of himself, right? He's kept his head up, and that's what you want to see. So 4 minutos of added time, so 4 minutes. As I said, I am listening to this in Spanish. So I'm trying to improve my Spanish. And what better way to improve your Spanish than to listen to that game I love in Spanish? Plus, I'm not gonna lie, Spanish commentators when they do goals, top tier. Mexico on it again. Mexico got the ball again near the edge of the area. Williams collects. Gallardo tries to do a long range shot. He didn't get close. It's all right. So 2 minutes go, left in the half. Let's see if South Africa tries to do a little bit of flurry, see if they can get something going. Ball out to the right. Oh, great touch. Hey, Modiba. Modiba has the ball. I think that's out. I think that's out on Mexico, bro. Big up to my guy Prom. Big up Prom. How's it going? How's it going? It's an all right match. I may be just overjoyed because it's the World Cup. But South Africa conceded an early goal. They've been in it. They've been in it. Oh, that's not a good giveaway. You cannot give the ball away. Quinones been cooking. Oh, what a terrible shot. What a terrible shot. Gutierrez with the terrible shot. I don't even know what he does. That's a terrible shot. I thought it. Nope, just a terrible shot. Terrible shot. You got to do better. Godfrey said, robbed of a corner. We need something. Yeah. Anything. Over the top. Ball over the top. Survivor can try to keep it in. He's unfortunate. Rayners tries to keep it in. Big up chat prom says, was it a foul though? Probably. And got my barbecue fired up. Big up. And it's the half. And Godfrey said this guy needs to be the first sub. The player who gave away the ball for the first goal turns like a bro. Slow, just dilly dallying on the ball, bro. And this is the thing, right? With when you're away from home, and essentially that's what they are. They're away from home because everybody's away from home, but you're the away team, and you can tell you're the away team because you're at the national stadium with thousands of Mexico fans. One thing you cannot do is allow the crowd and the players to feed off the crowd. You have to give them something to and ah about in the beginning, right? But you're dilly-dallying on the ball and you give Mexico, who are fired up, an opportunity. That's what happens. So, yeah, it's all right, though. It's all right. Nothing's over. Nothing's over yet. So, with halftime, I'm just going to take a quick break. Go check on the first lady, get me a little bit of food, and I'll be back for the second half. Don't go anywhere. Make sure you guys get hydrated. Make sure you rest up a little bit, and I'll be back in a bit, right? And Godfrey said, I better see attacking changes approach to this game fail. Yeah, it ain't great, But I will be back. What's up, everyone? I'm back. The commentator just got sprinkler, bro, which is crazy. But yeah, I'm back. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me. I got off work. Like I got off work. I don't know what that's a. I got off work and came straight here. So I cooked and had just a few minutes to kind of like scarf down a couple bites, and then come on stream. So I actually wanted to take a little bit to actually eat something, before it got too late. But thank you guys so much, the people who are here. 1-0 to Mexico. South Africa have had some opportunities. Terrible. Mexico have had a lot of opportunities. But so far, it's been a good game. Big up to Pro. He said we will be here. Prom's always here, and I appreciate it. The post saves you, and that's me. So yeah, thank you everybody who stopped by, and everybody who subscribed. I got a couple subscribers, a couple new subscribers. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. And I hope you stick around. I think it's been pretty nervy. I think if not for that mistake, because it was a South African mistake, he passes it to his defender. The defender turns like he's in quicksand, and Mexico just have energy. They've got the crowd behind them. They pick the ball off. They get a shot. They get a goal. So yeah, and that's tough. It's tough to watch. If your game plan is to starve the opposition and hit them with the counter in the second half, then you don't want to give up an early goal because it kind of throws a wrench in the whole kind of game plan. But South Africa's still in it. They're not out of it. One goal changes things, changes the complexion. So we'll see. We will see. Oh God, they're showing me ads for Love Island USA, bro. I don't want to watch that. I don't want to watch the UK version, so I ain't gonna watch the USA version. Pro says I'm standing at the barbecue, can't type much at the moment, but here, listen, I can just imagine what it's like to be standing in Iceland at a barbecue, looking out at Iceland. I'm jealous. When I lived in Spain, right? Where we lived not too far from the Bay of Cadiz, right? And basically my house, the house that I was living in, on the top floor was the terrace. So we used to go up there, and I bought a grill, put it together, had it on the terrace, and I could grill while looking at the Bay of Cadiz, right? So I'd have sangria in one hand, the tongs in the other hand, and just be out there grilling, bro. And it was lovely in the summer. Not so much in the summer because it gets super hot in Spain. But like in the spring when it was like warmer, awesome, man. Awesome. That's one thing I miss. England, bro, it's cold today. Like it's June and it's raining. I'm still wearing my coat. Right? In Spain, bro, I'd be chilling. The chiringuito on the beach, with my, I always say sangria. I prefer tinto. Tinto de verano. That's what I like. Tinto de verano. But yeah, man, be on the beach with my drink, chilling, enjoying myself. But England, bro, always cold. Always cold. Like this morning, and the thing with England, like I'll come out of my house and it'll be sunny. I'm like, oh, okay. All right, I don't need my raincoat. Go into work. By the time I come out, bro, it's raining. It's just pouring. I'm like, bro. So now that I live in England, I always like my backpack. I walk around with a backpack, and I've always got a fan in there. I've got a portable fan. I've got an umbrella in there, right? And I got my raincoat. I like to double bag it, right? Because you know what I'm saying? The umbrella doesn't always work, right? Because sometimes you go out, you got the umbrella, and in Portsmouth it's windy. Bro, the wind takes the umbrella, it's useless, right? So yeah, I come prepared, man. I got 3 forms, so I'm ready for the weather. I got a fan if it's too hot. You know what I'm saying? I got a jacket if it's too cold. The rain jacket, you know what I'm saying? That's what I got. I gotta be prepared. So yeah, always prepared. Always prepared. Big up to Bar Guy said, big up Puerto Rican Quignon, that's the player. Yeah, man. He's been cooking. He has been bossing this game. He should have 2 goals. El Señor de los Cielos. Man of the Sky? Man in the Sky? I'm watching it on Telemundo, so. My guy say, you like the English rain? Not particularly, man. I like rain in general, but I like the Spanish rain. I like Spanish rain because it's like warm. Like English rain is freezing. Even in the summer, it's just always cold, bro. Like, and I feel like English rain seeps through my pores. Like it's in my soul. And I don't like that for me. But yeah. It's ice cold, bro. I ain't lying to you, it's ice cold. But yeah. Big up to everyone watching. And big up to everyone who's liked it. I appreciate it. Ooh. So we're at 11 likes, and I appreciate you guys, everybody who stopped by and like. Figured it'd be like living in Seattle. You know what's crazy, Bargat? Like before I moved to England, when I still live in America, I was actually considering moving to Seattle. I live in Florida, so it's always hot. I wanted to move somewhere with some seasons, and I actually like how Seattle looks. So, you know, Washington State looks beautiful. You know, you've got kind of the woods and the lakes and stuff, and that interests me. But then I stayed in England, so they got the same. We got with the woods, the lakes, you know, got the Lake District and all that stuff. So, you know, there's a lot that you can actually go to. But yeah, I imagine it would be likely. Like if I had to go back to America, I'd probably go to Washington State, Seattle. Plum says, I hear, yeah, man. I love living in Spain. It was great. It was great. I miss it. If it weren't for Brexit, I'd probably still be there. To be fair. Or I'll probably be back there. So yeah. And Bargav says the Mexico City altitude may be too much for South Africa. I just think it's nerves. I think it's partly the conditions. My eyes are watering. Sorry. I got my blanket here because I'm always cold. But I think part of it is, you know, the actual stadium. But part of, bro, they're playing an away game. This is a true away game. It's not like, you know what I'm saying, you're playing Mexico in Kansas City. No, you're playing Mexico at Mexico Stadium. Like, it's a true away game. So there's nerves. There's kind of, you know, it's a big stage. You're representing your country. You're in a cauldron. So yeah, it's a little bit of that, but let's see what the second half. Let's see what the second half gives. I think they've done all right. Let's see what. Let's see what the game plan is for second half. My brain went. And like I said, all my vacations are in cold weather too. My dream vacation is going to Antarctica. I'd like to just see the penguins. I like my vacation. I like somewhere temperate, but not too hot. Which is why I prefer like the Canary Islands. I love the Canary Islands because they're warm, but they're not too hot. You got the Breeze and oh, they've done it again. Bro, South Africa has literally tried. They've tried to give Mexico the same goal again. Oh. It's like South Africa trying to shoot themselves in the foot, bro. It's I feel like you should have shot there. He tried to cut back, and it was a terrible, terrible clearance. Prom says you lucky. Wow, yeah, man. I'm lucky in a lot of things, to be fair. Like South Africa had a ball. The touch is lacking. Mexico now on the attack. Quinones couldn't get to it. That guy Quinones been cooking. But yeah, I'm lucky in a lot of ways. I'm lucky in a lot of ways. I'm blessed. I would say I'm blessed in a lot of ways. Mexico playing a 4-1-2-3. Selección Mexicana. As Godfrey has so politely said, South Africa playing a 5-3-2. And he doesn't like it because it doesn't seem like it's working. Oh my goodness. Listen, Quinones has been cooking. He tries a long ranger. I probably wouldn't have gone there. I think he tries to catch a keeper out. But it's clear that Quinones has license. It's clear that he has license to. Oh, my bad, bro. He said I was referring to the post shot. I hear you. They're very lucky that didn't go in. But I'm lucky too. I'm just saying. Now it's a little bit more end-to-end stuff, bro. Like they're both having to go. Mexico should be up 2-0. Mexico should be up 2-0. Big up, Prone. Mexico should definitely be up. You know what's crazy? Mexico will probably be 2 or 3 up by now. They've hit the post. You know, they kind of squandered that chance. Uh-oh. Mexico are in. Mexico are in. Mexico are in. Red card. Oh, my goodness. Red card for South Africa. Last man. Oh, no. That is not what you wanted. I think, oh, my God, I think it's Sitola as well. Oh, Sitola is off. Oh, Sitola is off. That's not what you want for South Africa. Oh, no. Oh, I don't know. Oh, man. Freddie said, told you he's a baller. Yeah. Yeah. I think Satola is off. Bro, and Prom says you are lucky, broski, and me too. Lucky and blessed, bro. Lucky and blessed. If you're South African, listen, you guys been with me this entire time. What did I say? The worst thing that you want to happen as a South African is you get someone sent off. That is exactly what happens. You're down a man. They're at the edge of the box. And now you're under the cosh, bro. You just have to be calm. You just had to be calm. And now Mexico will probably open the floodgates. Whatever plan you had has gone out the window. And one of your best players is off. Free kick at the literal edge of the box. Raul Jimenez is over it. There's a wall. Oh, no. Terrible. Terrible free kick. Jimenez hits a wall. It goes through. And then they kind of scuff it out of play. It's terrible. Yeah. You got to go over the wall, Jimenez. He tries to go low. Ooh, that's not an arm, is it? Yeah, if you're South Africa, you don't want a man off. Now you're down to 10 men. It's gonna be long. It's gonna be long now. And if Godfrey's listening, now you can't change now. You can't change your formation. You're down a guy. Let's see how South Africa responds. Mexico is slicing through. Mexico in the air. Oh. Hey, it's Canelo. Canelo Alvarez. I realize I know a lot about Mexico. I think it's growing up with Mexicans and also proximity to Mexico. Like, I mean, Florida's in the Gulf of Mexico. So, yeah. Bro, South Africa. If South Africa had an uphill battle, bro, it's a mountain now. It is they're on a mountain now. It's actually quite sad. It's actually quite sad. Oh no. Oh. Big up to everybody in the chat. Big up to Pro. Said, I'm very lucky to have got to know you, Rican. You're a real good man. I would love to meet you sometime. And likewise, Pro, I appreciate you supporting the channel. I appreciate your kind words. And I also appreciate you sharing your story on the channel. All right. I do appreciate that. I appreciate the community. You're a vital, integral part of the Ricanistas and the Rican community. So I appreciate you, Pro. And I'd like to meet as well when I have enough money to go back to Iceland. Definitely make it happen. Because I definitely want to go back. There's a lot in Iceland that I felt like I wanted to see that I didn't have an opportunity to see. So I will have an occasion. Mexico back on the attack. Nope, they kicked the ball out of play. Bring on Chicharito. Not just playing. I'm kidding. I like Chicharito though. He's old now. But big up to Godfrey. Godfrey has come back to the chat. And once again, thank you, Prom. I appreciate that. I really do appreciate your kind words. It makes the channel worth it when people say things, right? It makes me feel like I've done something good. Like I always say, I don't do it for money. I don't do it for likes. I don't do it for subs. I do it for community. And I'm glad when people say things like that, that they like the community. I appreciate it. So thank you, Prom. Godfrey said this coach is sabotage us as though you said it from the beginning, Godfrey. You said you didn't understand why he did the 5. I mean, South Africa on the ball now, but you've wrecked the game plan, and now you basically pass the ball around. You pass the ball around. Mexico will allow you to pass. They just need the 3 points. That's a good shot. Good shot by Madiba, but saved. How do you not sub him off after that first half? Bro, your midfield, the turning radius, bro, is Yeah, it's not great. It's not great, Godfrey. I feel like Mexico have played well, but South Africa have given them the chances, and Mexico just converted the first one. But like I said earlier, and I said it at the beginning, you can't have silly fouls because you give up a red card, you've got a mountain to climb, and that's what happened. It's exactly what happened. They've had a red card, and now there's a change. Godfrey's favorite player coming off, Foster. His favorite player is coming off for Mbatha. I hope I said that right, Mbatha. And Godfrey said this is on the coach. Yeah, it has to be. It has to be on the coach. So Mbatha is on. Because Foster ain't done nothing but get a ball away. Prone says the yellow cards have been soft in my opinion. Yeah, just a little bit, man. You gotta let them play a little bit. Oh, it's giving the ball away. And just as Prom says, the yellow cards have been soft, I think another one is coming out. Mexico have another attacking free kick at near the edge of the box. Referee's talking to the players in the box because they're doing that hugging thing. Ball in the box. South Africa get it out. Listen, that guy Reyners has been everywhere. He's been everywhere. He's that bum Infantino. I can't stand that dude. Prone says, I can't wait to eat. Listen, I made nachos. I made nachos for dinner. I keep getting ready to make that arroz con gandules, but then I remember I had to stream tonight, so I will cook for my wife tomorrow. And I might be behind as well. So if I'm saying something and it's happened already, it's because I got the stream and it's always a few seconds. Prone says, I'm on a 5-day break from work. Lucky you, Prone. Although you do work 12-hour shifts, so I don't know how lucky, but I would like 5 days to just sit and do nothing. I'd rather work. Yeah, I'd rather work. You know what I'm saying? 5 on, 5 off. Mexico. Oh, into the box. Too much on the pass. But yeah, I'd rather work that much and then have days off than kind of, gosh, I'd be exhausted. I'd be exhausted. Godfrey said, we finished third in our first AFCON under this coach because we were attacking teams. I don't know why he suddenly doesn't believe in the players. Godfrey, who does that remind you of? Who does that remind you of? A Mikel Arteta. We almost won the league in 22-23 attacking, and now all of a sudden we can't attack anymore. We got to play defensive football. And this is kind of what I see happening, Godfrey, is now that guys like Mikel Arteta have won and other people win that way, that's where football is going to go. And I don't want that. I want attacking football. But I just like it sounds so much like Mikel Arteta. Like you had this attacking formula, and now you're like, oh, we concede too many goals, or we didn't get first. Let's go super defensive. And it works when it works, but South Africa look like Arsenal, bro. They're not creating anything. They're not creating anything, and they're not able to get the ball forward. Another change for South Africa. Zwane is coming on for number 23. Adams. And look at this. Making subs in the city. Bro, South Africa is basically Arsenal. South Africa is basically Arsenal the past 2 months, bro. that's what we are. They look like Arsenal, bro. Let's just soak up. Arsenal in finals. Soak up. Prom says, cut the lawn today, and also my dog's in season, so I'm breeding her. I have a male dog here for 3 days. What kind of dog do you have, bro? What kind of dogs are you breeding? I'm curious. But big up to Prom. I hope that you have nice puppies. I love dogs. I can't have one because I live in a relatively small flat, but it would be nice. It would be nice to have dogs. But I also like going on holidays, so having a dog means that I had to find somebody and all that stuff. So, no. I mean, South Africa looked more resolute, but you shouldn't have gone down there, man. You didn't need to. You didn't need to. These changes probably should have come a little bit earlier. And Godfrey says, yeah, they're adopting his philosophy. It looks like it. It genuinely looks like it. Yep, foul. Oi! Guiana gets a foul. Listen, there's a lot of fouling without being touched. And it looks like Mexico is getting close to making a change. Godfrey said these players that are coming on should have started. It's too late. Like I said, if he was going for the rope-a-dope, if he was going to wait them out, then it was probably a good strategy. But you just can't get a man sent off. You can't give up a goal and get a man sent off. South Africa back on the attack. So South Africa down to 10 men, but they're not hiding. Oh, that final ball was terrible, though. One thing that has been consistent tonight, South Africa's final ball has not been great. It's not been great. Thank you so much, everybody who stick by me as well. Everybody who's still watching, thank you so much. I know we've had a lot of ins and outs, but I appreciate you guys, all of you guys who stuck around and are listening and are commenting. I appreciate it. This is one of my first watch-alongs. The last watch-along I did was for the parade. So this is my first individual watch-along for a football match. So I appreciate all of you guys sticking by. Hopefully the next one I'll be more rested. I'm exhausted. I worked my long day at work, and I literally came on here to stream because I did not want to miss the start of the World Cup. You guys know why. So yeah, Mexico on the ball again. Bro, I treat this thing like it's the actual trophy. I love this thing. I love this trophy. I'm like that, like Kobe when he just holding it and he just, that's me, bro. It just like, this is my World Cup. All right, so Mexico making changes. Gutierrez off for Chavez, and Fidalgo off for Mora. So they have 3 changes left. Cambios disponibles. 3 changes left remaining. Godfrey said Mexico just waiting up to catch us on the break, and through the mistakes we make, they don't have to get out of first gear. They got the exactly. Mexico don't have to work hard. They now don't. They just have to be calm and tire you guys out. The red card wasn't necessary. Give up the goal if you got to, but stay with, you know what I'm saying? Stay with 11 men, and you probably have an opportunity to claw something back. Now, Raúl Jiménez! Raúl Jiménez! Golazo de Raúl Jiménez. Listen, at Mexico playing, Raúl is going to score, bro. What a cross. Back post. Back post header. Yeah, keeper can't do anything about it. Oh, man. South Africa did everything they could, man. And Godfrey said, and there's the goal. What a disaster, man. I'm sorry, Godfrey. With the World Cup, you can't, and it's a pausa de hidratación. Hydration. So, listen, with the World Cup, every match counts because you only get 3. You know, you don't get home and away. You only get 3. And I get what he may have been trying to do, but bro, you've gone to a 5 where you're used to a 4. You've put your attackers on the bench. And you're playing a formation which you don't normally play, hoping that you can kind of stymie the opposition. You give up a goal, it all looks good, and then you give away. You give up. You get a red card. I love this ref cam, by the way. This ref cam is amazing. You get to see the ref and Raj just with the head. My guy Ochoa. Guillermo. Dan saco duro. Godfrey's over it. Godfrey's over it. He said, I need us to play 3 games ASAP so I can focus on the other teams. It's tough, Godfrey. I've been there. I'm a Puerto Rico fan, bro. I've been there. Right? In the World Cup qualifiers, bro, I'm like, we got this. And no, we did not. Obviously. So it's tough, man. But it's a learning experience. You know what I'm saying? It's a learning experience. It was always going to be tough. It was always going to be tough, but it's made doubly tough when your manager tries some new stuff in the first game. But you do have 2 more games to turn it around. It is Mexico. Mexico going to win the group. That's what I predict. I think they're going to win the group. So it's a tough game. It was always going to be a tough game. But you can still get through. You can have the faith, Godfrey. Have the faith. We ain't doing nothing in these group games. Godfrey does indeed not have the face. Sibisi with the ball. Oh, excuse me. I'm an old man, bro. I like going to sleep early. Listen, I'm telling you guys now, if you watch me at the Haiti match, I'm gonna be yawning the whole joint, bro. I apologize in advance. Right? That's 2:00 in the morning. But I'm riding for Haiti. I don't have my Haiti kit because I gave that to my wife. And unfortunately they sold out. So hers is the only Haiti kit we have in the house. And it's hers. So, but I will be doing Haiti watch alongs because we love Haiti in this house. Raul outside. And big up the first lady with the Haitian flags. we are a pro Haitian household. So I will be here 2 a.m. watching Haiti play Scotland. So bear with me. I will be yawning. And the first lady says we can share. No, it's hers. It's yours. I have enough, you know. I do. Mexico on attack again. Oh, Raul gets bullied. Raul gets bullied in the box. You mean beating Scotland? That's the attitude, First Lady. That's the attitude. We're gonna beat Scotland. Godfrey said, waited since 2010 for this disaster class. You guys hadn't been in since 2010? Dang, yeah. That's tough. It's tough, Godfrey. But Godfrey, what I'm saying is you showed flashes of goodness. I think it's just the first match. And like I said, Mexico are always going to be tough because, oh, they're trying to get somebody else in up. Bro, relax. Sibisi gets a yellow card. Bro, you can't fall apart, bro. Oh, he basically yokes him. He yokes him. Jesus Christ. Godfrey, this is what happens when you haven't been here, though. This is what happens when you haven't been on the stage. Like, what this game needed was level heads and just to wait them out. But it's hard. It's hard when you haven't been in these positions. But hopefully South Africa learn. Excuse me. Hopefully they look at this, they say we've done some things wrong, and they come back stronger. They have an opportunity to do something in the group. They might not win it, but they're not out of it. A win in the next round changes something. It turns things around. So we'll see. Big up to Quadri said that surely ends South Africa's hope of getting anything out of this match. Yeah, this match is over. This match has been over since the red card. Mexico are just saucing now. Mexico just passing the ball around. Falta. Quadra says smash the likes and subscribe. Yes, please do. I appreciate you guys. It's been a good stream. I appreciate all of you. All of you stuck with me, especially my first international stream and my first actual watch along by myself. So I appreciate all the guys that stuck by me and come in and come out. It's fun. Lita and Jimenez off for Alvarez and Gonzalez. Raul. I would love to play for Mexico. I bet you that's a vibe. Modiba and Rainers come off for South Africa. They exhausted. And Apollos and Macopa. And Apollos is one that that Godfrey was talking about earlier. They bring him on in the 76th minute when the game's gone. So I can get Godfrey's ire. You know, he mentioned them. He mentioned the players as, you know, they're creative and attackers, and he's just brought them on in the 60th and 76th minute. The game's gone. Game's over. I don't know. Yeah. It's a little bit, it's too little too late. Godfrey said yes, since we hosted in 2010. The players' heads are gone. Yes, they are. They're gone. And you don't want your head to be gone against Mexico because they feed off the crowd. Quadra said, big up, Rican Futbol. Thank you so much. 11 likes so far. Keep smashing likes. Thank you, Quadra. And make sure you do subscribe to this guy. This absolute legend. This dude. Prone. And make sure you subscribe to Quadra as well. Quadra, you can put your own link in here as well. Make sure you subscribe to me. Make sure you say that. But big up to Prone and Quadra. Chicharito. All right. Quinones finally comes off. Standing ovation. And Vega comes on. Vega comes on. Quinones sauce, bro. Quinones got to be the player of the match, bro. Quinones was amazing. He was amazing. He was everywhere today. Mexico on attack again. South Africa win the ball. Nah. South Africa playing the ball again. They haven't learned the lesson. All this back, you haven't learned your lesson. I don't think that's a foul. I don't think that's a foul. Mexico are still working hard, still trying to win the ball back. $84,000, I think they said, is at the stadium. South Africa got the ball, edge of the area. They got to do something. Alpolis with the shot. Nothing doing. And Alvarado's down. Alvarado. Alvarado. All that falling, bro. All that falling. They got the mariachi. Listen, I forgot I was on stream for a second, guys. I think it's only me here. So, big up to everybody. Big up to everybody who's watching. Mexico played well. That guy Quinones has been amazing. 81st minute. Oh, wait, we're going to VAR? The ref's going to VAR. He's going to the screen. I think they're going to see if they're. I don't know what he's looking at. What is he looking at? Oh, whether there's violent intent, probably. Possible red card to checking. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yellow, please. Refs coming out. As a neutral, right? Yes, I wanted Mexico to win. I also wanted a good game. As a neutral, as somebody who doesn't support either of this team, I think South Africa have not covered themselves with glory today. I really mean that. I don't think they've covered themselves with glory. 2 red cards, silly red cards, silly red cards. Both of them are unnecessary. Both of them are just silliness. And you haven't covered yourself in glory, bro. You waited, 16 years to get here to not score a goal, give up 2 red cards, and embarrass yourselves. Granted, it's only the first match, but it has not been a good showing for South Africa. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's not been a great showing. And Godfrey says, joke thing, I've never been this embarrassed. We're folding so bad. They have not, listen, they haven't covered themselves in glory. If the game plan was waited out, it was going well, but South Africa played the occasion instead of playing the game. They've allowed themselves to just lose their head. 2 red cards is crazy, bro. If I'm the South Africa manager, I'm giving them a bollocking they've never heard before, bro. That's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. I get losing 2-0 with 11 men on the field, but you've basically thrown away any chance you had of going back in the game. 2 stupid red cards. Mexico on attack again. I think Mexico would just keep the ball and call it a day, bro. I mean, you're down to 9 men. They're not even running. They're not running. Big up to Daniel. He said 2 red cards, 2 goes down. This is very xenophobic. I just think it's embarrassing for the South Africa team. I think it is. I think both of those red cards are easily avoidable. Yeah, South Africa lost their head, bro. They're just pushing people over now. It's yeah. I think you made a meal of it, but yeah, you can't swipe down. But big up, Daniel. Thank you for stopping by. If it's your first time, just hit that subscribe. I appreciate it. I really do. It helps the channel. And I hope that you're enjoying. If you have been listening, I hope you're enjoying the show. I hope you're enjoying me more than I'm enjoying the performance that South Africa putting forth. Because I really expected them to do a little bit better. I predicted 3-1. Just because it was in Mexico and I thought that it'd be too much. I didn't predict this. They just melted down. It's a meltdown. It's a meltdown. 2 minutes ago in normal time, 88th minute, I think Mexico were just kind of content to just pass it around. No one's really trying to. Mexico aren't. I don't think Mexico are trying to embarrass. I think they're trying to be sportsmen because they could definitely just run through South Africa and get a couple more. I think, but I think they're just passing it around and letting the time go down. South Africa have not. They have not covered themselves with glory. That's the nicest way I can put it. The first half I thought they did okay. I thought it was nervy, but the second half they've fallen apart. They have South Africa have definitely fallen apart. Okay, Mexico are running now. They're getting the ball forward. '90th minute. I hope he only gives like 2 minutes at a time, bro. Listen, South Africa they've lost it. They've lost the plot, bro. They're just fouling to foul now. And I honestly think Mexico, it's just they're being fair play. Like they're being fair about it. Bro, they've got 9 men, and Mexico was already slicing them apart with 11. I think they're just passing it around now. Godfrey agrees to say Mexico are trying not to embarrass us fair play because they could easily tear us apart. Look how quickly they've been moving the ball. They could definitely. They're just passing it sideways. 7 minutes of added time. There are times where I've just seen that Mexico could definitely slice you through, and they're just passing the ball sideways. They'll probably get another goal, but South Africa with the ball. South Africa going to try to get something. They're on the counter. Uh-oh. It could be another card. Red card for Mexico. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Cesar Montes with the tarjeta roja. Wow, Mexico with a red card. There's life. Let's see a goal. I just want a South Africa goal. South Africa have a free kick right outside the box on the right-hand side. Can South Africa make it respectable? I said 3-1. Can they make it 2-1? Can they make it look closer than it probably should have been? Mexico with a red card is crazy. And Godfrey said, man, this ref ain't playing around. No, he's that guy. Bro, I'm starting to think the guy is at a Brazilian steakhouse. He got the red card out. You guys know Brazilian green card, red card? Yeah, I tried, guys. I tried. But the red card's a stop. But yeah. This match is it's interesting. So he's on the right edge of the box. I don't know if he can shoot from there. It'll be a tough angle. But maybe and Godfrey's ahead of me. He said wasted free kick, so now I know that they didn't do nothing. Oh God. That's how I feel. This match. This match has been something else, guys. 3 red cards. Oh, what a turn by South Africa. South Africa on the attack. They're on the edge. No one else to pass the ball to. Apolis with the ball. Godfrey, I can see what you mean. Apolos is moving, man. Apolis is moving. And once again, the final ball lets the South Africans down. Listen, this guy moved out, bro. He's been chewing gum the entire time. Just yum, nom, nom, nom. Now the match is more even because now it's basically 9 versus 10. So now, listen, I want South Africa to get another goal, bro. Back to Williams. Williams kicks it long. South Africa kick it on. They get to it. Mudau. Ball's in the box. Mexico deal with it. Throw in for South Africa. That guy Apollos, you could tell. You could tell that guy Apollos, if he had started, he'd probably give you something. I don't know why he didn't start. And Garb said, disappointing game overall. We're to blame. As we could have been more attentive if we started with our original 11. Yeah, bro. The manager has to look at himself, because he's put these players on, and now you actually look better, but you're down 2 guys. Like, and that's it. Match over. Mexico get the first win of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. 2-0 to Mexico. So there we go. Mexico win. Jimenez, Quinones and Jimenez scoring the goals. I'll put that to the side and talk to my World Cup trophy. Listen, thank you guys so much for hanging in there with me. First watch along. It was great. I appreciate you guys. I'll waffle a little bit and then I'll go. About the match itself, it was a nervy opener. It was very good. South Africa had a game plan. We spoke about it, but I don't know if it was the right game plan. It looked in the beginning like they were going to kind of wait it out, but the problem became that they allowed the game to get to them. They allowed the occasion to get to them. They allowed the crowd to get to them. Some of the fouls, South Africa had chances early on. They had chances early on. The final ball, the one thing I can say about South Africa the entire night, their final ball was atrocious. The ball in the final third, that decisive pass just never came. There was a lot of kicking the ball out, over kick, under kicks. It was just awful. It was very nervy game. And it's what you expect for the first game of the World Cup. The referees, it's first time they're there. It's some of them, it's probably their first World Cup. I just want to show my trophy. Like Kobe. But listen, like a lot of them, it's their first might be their first World Cup. A lot of players is their first World Cup. And yeah, man, it's a shame that it ended with so many red cards and just so much calamity. But it's the first match. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how we go. Let's see what happens next. Big up to everybody in the comments. Godfrey with the salute. Bargas says the red cards feel harsh. I feel like one of them had to be given because he was the last man. He was the last man. But I feel like even that one, the guy basically runs and just flails his legs up and then falls. So the second one, yeah, man, still last man again. And then Mexico's red card, same kind of deal. So I think that most of them were last man fouls. No, the second one, listen, the second red card, right? Because they weren't all. The first South Africa red card, last man. The second was stupidity, right? He goes down, he feels the guy's head, he knows that it's there, and then he swipes down. That's a red card, bro. It's a red card. It's what it is, right? Because you felt him there, and the additional motion of you slapping him, that's a red card. He got nobody to blame himself. The issue that I have is that if this is your game plan, to stink out the joint and then try to get him in the second half, your players have to be mature enough to not fall for stupidity. They have to be mature enough to not get goaded into silly fouls. And South Africa weren't that. They weren't good enough to not get goaded into the stupid stuff. And then some of it was self-inflicted. So, yeah, man. You know, I think they'll get better. I think that South Africa will be better. But as a first match of the World Cup they haven't been in 16 years, they did not cover themselves with glory. They honestly did not. And I'd be a little bit embarrassed if I was that South African team tonight. When they look back at that, when they think about it, it was a lot. It was a lot embarrassing. Not a little embarrassing. It was a lot embarrassing. But it's the first match, and you learn. Let's see how they return. Let's see how they come back. But yeah, man. 3 red cards in the first game of the World Cup. Let's see if it continues. Yeah, let's see what the precedent is. Let's see if we keep going. Let's see if they'll be soft, if they'll be more lenient. It's the first match. The first match is always nervy. The first match always has a little bit of controversy, but let me see who they awarded the player of the match. For me, it's got to be Quinones. My player, Rican Futbol player of the match, Quinones. He was everywhere. He got the first goal. He was, decisive with his passing. It's got to be Quinones for me. That's my man of the match. Godfrey said, I'm going to go to sleep and wait for the Scotland game. So disappointed. Big up, Godfrey. I hope you have a good sleep. And if I don't see you again, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for supporting me. And like I said, I hope it's just a one-off. I hope it's a bad game. And I hope that South Africa can do a little bit more and have a better showing in the second match. But big up to Godfrey. Jack said the ref made it all about himself. More cards and goals. Yikes. The slap. Yep. The slap. The ref. I feel like the ref, he's new. Not he's new, but it's the first match. I'm going to chalk a lot of this up to being the first match. I have to watch more. We have to see what else happened. But it's the first match of the World Cup. So I'll give him a pass. It's the first, it's nervy for everyone. It's nervy for the refs. It's nervy for the fans, nervy for the players, for the managers. But some of those cards, I feel like the slap definitely is a red card in the last man. But that's it. Fairly big up. Fairly said, mad game, that 3 reds. Yeah, bro. Fairly said, you watching Korea versus the Czech Republic? Probably not. It is 10 o'clock, and I've got a long day again tomorrow at work. If I had more time, I like to do double watch longs. But yeah, I probably won't, to be honest. I'm like the games I'm doing watch longs will probably be the games that I watch. I'll watch the other ones at kind of opportune times, but usually I'm gonna watch the games with you guys. The ones that I'm watching will be with you guys. And if they're 2 or 3 in the morning, I ain't watching unless it's Haiti or Spain. So the next watch along is at 2 in the morning. I will be up for that. So big up to everyone. I will be up for that one. And the first lady will probably be up as well. She'll probably be in the background talking trash. So yeah. Jack says the player of the match is the ref. And Freddie said the player of the match was the spicy smoke that listen, I get it. I get the ref, you know, he was on a little bit of a nervous thing. But the whole match was in the second half, it was just crazy. It was crazy. So yeah. LOL at Fraley. Let me see. Just looking at. So big up. Fraley said Straya's first game is 3 a.m. kickoff. Sad face. Yeah. I finished work at 2:30. Gonna be a struggle. Yeah. Listen, so I don't know if you heard Fraley. I will be covering Australia's second game versus the USA Friday at 8. Next Friday at 8. I will be covering that match. So make sure you're here. We'll be rooting for Australia. Because like I said, I'll be rooting for a good game, but I ain't rooting for the US because it is what it is. He had some turban. Yeah, some bourbon turban. He had some bush. But yeah. Listen, that as a first match, it had its excitements. You know, the red cards. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Like I said, it's the first match. It was exciting. If you're neutral, if you're a South African fan like Godfrey, then yeah, if you're a South African fan like Godfrey, you've had a rough night. And all of the guys who are listening are South African fans, big up. It was tough for you. I know it is. But like I said, I hope you guys can come back in the next match stronger and better than ever. I really hope that. I really hope that you do come back stronger, better than ever. Brian Guy says next game in 5 hours, South Korea and Czech Republic. I ain't watching that. Do not come on Rican Futbol TV looking for it. You're gonna be. I'm gonna be asleep. It's 10:15 right now, so I will be getting off the stream soon because you know what I'm saying I got to get ready for work tomorrow. I gotta eat properly, and then yeah, I gotta prepare for the next one. But big up to big up to everyone who joined me on my first solo watch along. The first one I done, my first ever watch along was actually with Taryn on his channel. But this is my first solo watch along, and I appreciate everyone who's popped in, everyone who's liked, shared, subscribed, all of that stuff. You guys make it worth it. The community, the people who spoke with me, and just keeping me up, man. Keeping me up, keeping me alert. I appreciate all of you guys. Jack said roller coaster first game. It was always going to be. It was always going to be a roller coaster. Everybody's nervous, from the fans down to the managers, the players, the referees. Excuse me. Everybody's nerves. So it's always going to be that. Mexico's creativity could have been better. Yeah. But like I said, it's the first game. They're probably filling each other out, filling the actual competition out. I expect the second games to be better for both teams. I expect the second game to be better for both teams. So, yes. All you want in a soccer game, goals, cards, and drama. You got all of that. You got 3 red cards. You got a couple goals. A little bit of controversy, but all in all, you had a good game. Everybody's safe. You know, no major injuries, no injuries. Period. That's what you want to see. Nobody's hurt. Everybody's nice and hydrated. That's what you want to see out of there. So, it's solid. It's solid. Freddie said the ref definitely put a bet down on 3. Yeah, man. 2.5. The over on red cards, 2.5. So, yeah. Crazy, bro. Crazy. But at least he gave red cards to both teams, right? It wasn't just one team. He said, oh, Mexico, you missed out. Here's one for you as well. And Jack says, Viva Mexico. Actually, Viva Mexico, right? It's hard for me to switch to English, but Viva Mexico. So, yeah. Listen, big up to Mexico. They got the win. They're the first winners of the 2026 World Cup. That guy Julian, he's talking now. Quinones. I'm listening to him. He's talking. So that goal was nice. He megged the crap out of the keeper. So yeah. But listen. First match of the World Cup. Let me turn it around because that's what it is. First match of the World Cup. This thing right here. We're playing for it. Someone's gonna win. You know what I honestly think though? I honestly think that a new team that hasn't won this before will win this. That's what I think. I don't think it'll be a team that's won it before. I think maybe the Dutch or Senegal or somebody. I want Spain to win it, but I think a new team who's never won this before will win it, and it'll be good to see. But yeah. Big up the World Cup. Big up the World Cup. Last comments, Jimenez scored his first goal in 3 World Cups. Yeah. And it's a big one. It's a big one. Fraley said Australia to win the World Cup. You never know, Fraley. You never know. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Big up, Fraley. And Jack said, did you time-lapse the Lego World Cup? Yes, Jack. I did it in 4 installments. I was going to release it yesterday, but I forgot. That's just the truth. Because I need to edit it, but I will put it together because I have to put it in a video form. I will put it together for you guys to have because I did put it together. And maybe I'll frame it as getting ready for the final or something. But yeah, I have time lapse. I did it in 4, so I it's 4 videos, and each video I wore one of the kits of who I support. I think of the kits that I have, teams that are playing. So I wore Spain in the first one. I wore my Puerto Rico shirt in my Puerto Rico hoodie in the second one. I wore England in the third one, and the last one I wore this kit. So I wore this kit in the first one, this one kit in the last one. So yeah, that's what it is. So my World Cup trophy, yes, but I have time lapsed it. I just love this trophy, bro. I love this trophy. You guys are gonna listen. I hope you're not gonna get tired. A piece is falling off. Piece is falling off. Who constructed this? It was me. It was me. I constructed it. It's because I keep fumbling around with it and it loosens up the pieces. I don't care. You guys will see this thing 5 million more times. I treasure this just like it's the actual World Cup trophy. So, yeah. Jack says, cool. Yeah, I'll get it. I'll get it together, Jack. Whenever you're ready, make sure your meta tags are on point. Yeah, I'll do it all, man. I'll do it all. But yeah. Who's this yank on IT? I'm not watching. I'm watching on Telemundo. So if you guys haven't heard, I'm watching all of the World Cup in Spanish because I'm actively trying to improve my Spanish. And because I think it's more exciting. You know, instead of getting, oh, that was a great goal, you get goal. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that was an amazing goal. You get
fire. I'm on fire.
I know you guys love that one. That's Mr.
Fire. I'm on fire.
That's Arteta. I hope you like that one. But no, tonight we saw
Viva la raza.
We saw the Mexicans, bro. LOL. Is that the man versus food guy? I have no idea. Whose cup is this? It's Telemundo out there. No. But I have, because I still have American stuff. Like I still have American phone numbers, so I get Peacock and stuff through my phone plan. So yes, that's how I watch. So on Peacock, the thing that's on Peacock, it's in Spanish because it's Telemundo has done it with Peacock. So I got Peacock. I looked at it and it's Telemundo. That's what it is. Guys, I'm on fire, guys. But yes, big up Jack. And said Potter in a cowboy hat. Yeah, bro. Listen, I'm going to sleep on that one. All right. Listen, guys, thank you guys so much. Thank you, Fraley. Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Godfrey. I know we sleep. Big up to Prome, Bargav, and everybody else who stopped by. And, of course, the First Lady. Big up to the First Lady. Love of my life, right? I'll end on her comment. Thank you guys so much for hanging around. Thank you so much for sharing in this watch along with me. I'm going to bed. Good match. It had everything like Jack said. It had controversy. It had red cards, fouls, goals, everything. And hopefully it's only the beginning in an exciting World Cup. And the one thing that I liked about today is there was no controversy as far as the outside noise. There was, there was nothing, you know what I'm saying? There was nothing around. None of the outside stuff got to you. It was just 90 minutes of football. It was just 90 minutes of great sport. And that's what you want to see. So, to everyone, World Cup has begun, and we will be here until the World Cup is over. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next one, and I'll finish this how I finish everyone. I hope that everything you want to happen happens. I hope that everything you don't want to happen goes away. Most of all, I hope you enjoyed our watch along. I hope you enjoyed the channel. I hope you like, share, subscribe, and I hope to see you back on the next watch along early in the morning, Haiti versus Scotland, here on Rican Futbol TV. You guys have a great night, and you take it easy. Big up.